My colleague Piyush Mishra is now joining me for more on this. Piyush, as far as Mahua Moitra is concerned, her trouble just doesn't end here because the ethics panel is likely to adopt that draft report which recommends her disqualification from Parliament. But then there is, of course, that claim which was made by Nishikant Dubey yesterday that the Lokpal has, in fact, ordered a CBI inquiry into allegations of corruption against Mahua Moitra.
I have Mr. Radi with me, sir. Today is going to be another important meeting.
Well, certainly, Paul, what we are now learning is that today there will be a meeting at around 4 p.m. where all the members of Ethics Committee are likely to participate. There are few opposition MPs. In fact, they are now claiming, Paul, that they are being stopped from reaching Delhi, and they are saying that the government is trying to scuttle their voice. But it is also important to highlight that today at 4 p.m. there will be a meeting of Ethics Committee, and what we are now learning from our sources is that in its 500 draft report, the Ethics panel is likely to recommend for the expulsion of Mahua Moitra, which is going to be another trouble for TMC MP. At the same time, what we are also given to understand is that CBI is likely to initiate its inquiry. Yesterday itself, BJP MP Nishikant Dubey had claimed that the letter which he had written to Lokpal, on that particular letter, the Lokpal has taken cognizance and it has, in fact, recommended for the CBI inquiry. On these developments, Mahua Moitra has come out and she is saying that the government is trying to, attack her. It is nothing but a political vendetta. At the same time, she is saying that the actions must be taken against the Adani business, and the government must file an FIR against the alleged 13,000 crore scam which has taken place. So series of developments are now taking place. The entire proceedings of these likely to be recommendations against Mahua Moitra basically started on 14th of October when a letter was written by Supreme Court lawyer Janat Dehadra to the CBI, following which Nishikant Dubey had also written a letter to Lok Sabha Speaker and also to IT Minister Ashwini Vaishnav to investigate all the misdeeds, alleged misdeeds of Mahua Moitra. There are allegations on Mahua Moitra that she took cash for asking few questions favoring a particular businessman and against Adani Group. There are also allegations that she had shared her login credentials with Kiran Andani Group, and that login credential was used out of country's territory, and that was at least 47 times at different locations. For the same, Nishikant Dubey had written to the IT Minister to do a proper inquiry into the entire case and also know about the IP addresses and usage of usage of the account of Mahua Moitra. We'll have to see what kind of actions are going to be taken, but what sources are telling us is that Ethics Panel Committee is likely to recommend expulsion of Mahua Moitra, and if that happens, then Lok Sabha Speaker will be the one who will be taking the final call. Very soon, Paulmi, we are also going to be joined with BJP MP Joydeep Roy, and he's also the ethics member. He is among the Ethics Panel Committee, and he was the one who had first raised the kind of issues, what Mahua Moitra did last time when she had stormed out of the meeting. You would remember that when last time meeting had taken place in Parliament, Mahua Moitra had stormed out of the meeting, claiming that she was asked some personal questions, following which Vinod Sonkar, who is also chairman of Ethics Committee, he had denied all the allegations, saying that only the appropriate questions, those were supposed to be asked from Mahua Moitra, those questions were asked. So today it's going to be a very important meeting at 4 p.m. But sources are telling Paulmi is that most likely expulsion of Mahua Moitra to be recommended, and then final call will be taken by Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla.
Right. Piyush, we'll try and wait for you to speak with Mr. Rajdeep Roy. He is a BJP Member of Parliament. He is also member of the Ethics Panel. Meanwhile, while Piyush, of course, gets in a word from Mr. Roy, when we'll go back to Piyush, let's give you a sense of why Mahua Moitra is facing expulsion by the committee as far as that draft report is concerned. Remember, it is yet to be adopted. That meeting will take place at 4 p.m. this evening. One of the reasons cited in that report, Mahua Moitra visited Dubai 4 times, but her login was used 47 times from Dubai. This is something that the IT Ministry has sent in its report to the ethics panel. So you were in Dubai for 4 times. How is it that your login was accessed 47 times from Dubai when you were not present as many times in Dubai, is what the panel is asking. IP address of login, same every time. So it seemed like it was one particular computer that was being constantly used in order to log in those 47 times from Dubai. So it was one particular address. Wrongdoings call for immediate expulsion is what the panel has said in its draft report. Remember, again, this is pending adoption by the Ethics Committee, which will meet at 4 p.m. this evening. Possible leakage of sensitive bills. Now, this is something that the Ministry of Home Affairs has told the ethics panel, that there are several bills, for instance, that are circulated in advance to members as well. Several things that members of parliament are privy to. So if a member is constantly sharing details, access with someone else who's a third party, then clearly this means sensitive details and bills could be out and in the hands of third parties even before they're in the public domain. The Ministry of Home Affairs, in fact, has cited the Jammu and Kashmir Delimitation Bill of 2019. Remember that very crucial bill that abrogated Article 370, saying that this was, in fact, circulated in advance. This compromises national security. So these are some of the reasons which have been cited also about the cash and the luxury items allegedly that were given to Mahua Moitra as well by Darshan Hiranandani.